Alrighty, so kind of what I wanted to show you guys today is what I've developed as far as my hygiene kit and my first aid kit. The hygiene kit weighs about 1.5 ounces, and my first aid kit is just shy of 6 ounces. So it may seem heavy, but I have a lot of stuff in here, and I'm going to unpack it for you, kind of show you what I have in it and explain why I have most of it in here. So that being said, let's get started. I'll unpack this and kind of show you. So hopefully it helps you out with your own first aid kit, hygiene kit. This also contains my fire starter for any kind of emergency. So this is really my first aid kit and my emergency backup kit as well. All right, this is what it looks like all packed up and ready to go. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. My hygiene kit I'll go over first since it's the smallest portion of the kit, and then we'll unpack everything else. So to start with, I have here a mister that I bought just on Amazon. Pretty simple, super cheap, and I put liquid deodorant in it so I can have some deodorant on the trail. Sometimes that doesn't matter. It's not a super big priority if I smell, but it's there if I want it. I carry it separate from the first aid kit so I can throw it in the bear bag at the end of the day since it does have a scent, and go from there. The Z-Packs toothbrush here weighs right around 20 grams. It comes with a full toothbrush, but we'll go ahead and take a look inside here. As you can see, I've actually only used half the toothbrush. I don't really need the full thing. It comes with a nice little refillable Colgate tube here that weighs pretty minimal amount, about 6 grams. And then I picked up these. They were toothpaste, but I cleaned it out, and this actually has my lip balm in it. So I do tend to get chapped lips, as well as I tend to get sunburnt pretty easily. So that's kind of the overview of my hygiene kit. The Z-Packs thing it's super cheap. I think these are $3. You get the toothbrush, the kit, and the toothpaste. So not a bad deal at all. But we'll put those to the side. So initially here what we have is the MLD small Cuban storage pack. They run about $12. They're super light, weighs 10 grams total. It was a little bit difficult to get stuff in there initially, but I've learned a pretty good way to kind of get things in there. So first of all, I have another mister, and it has bug spray in it. It's just your Picardin blend, the Sawyer brand, I believe. It's just a little bit lighter than the prepackaged small ones that you have. We don't use a ton of it, so I don't do too much with it. Just put it in this little thing, fits in the kit really nice. So always carry super glue. It's always a good thing to have. It can act as sutures. You can repair stuff with it. It's a pretty versatile little deal. So, and in case of an extreme emergency, I can patch wounds up pretty quick. So now onto kind of the main part of my kit is a blister kit. This is kind of a system that we've developed. I originally found the idea on backpackinglight.com, and it's become kind of our staple for what we use for our blisters. So I always carry a vial of camp soap. It's multi-use. In an extreme pinch, you can brush your teeth with it if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't taste very good. But washing your hands, those sorts of things, it's great, and it's pretty versatile. So rubbing alcohol, obviously clean wounds, make areas stick better for when you're patching up blisters or have a cut, those kinds of things. Gets everything off there and cleaned up pretty well. In addition, we have benzoin that basically makes your skin really tacky. So you clean it, put that on there, and then you can either put this KT tape, which I have wrapped up in a self-adhesive rubber bandage. Makes it really convenient to store and have in your kit. So I'll use these in conjunction with glacier gel if I have a really extreme blister and it needs to be lanced and I need to get the liquid out of it. Sometimes I'll trim the skin off. The glacier gel is amazing stuff, so I always carry 3 large ones like this, and I always carry 3 smaller ones, or sorry, those were the smaller ones. I always carry 3 larger ones of the glacier gel. This stuff is amazing. It's a little expensive, but it's worth it. This is what I would bring for both my wife and I, in case we had some extreme blisters. To cut that, I have these little 6-gram scissors, titanium scissors. They're awesome little scissors. So I'd recommend, if you really need a specific blister kit, to go ahead and pick up something like that, and I'll link those below as well. Very inexpensive. Next, we have some repair items. I carry a decent amount of duct tape. That can always serve in replacement of the KT tape. I've used it in a pinch. It's not ideal, but it does work. Then I always carry a circle of tenacious tape. It's great stuff. Super easy to fix up your equipment with. Works on netting, works on tents. You can repair clothing with it. I don't carry a lot of it, but it is good to have around, and it's a great alternative to duct tape, which will leave a lot of residue behind. I always carry rubberized self-adhesive bandages. They can be used for a lot of different things. It's a very versatile bandage versus like your typical tape. I also carry my striker in here. You'll notice that I don't have the actual striker on the flint, so what I do is I have chippling on the back of my knife, and that's what I use. It works great. I also carry a MiniBic, and that's kind of redundant. I do keep one in my cook kit as well, but fire making is a important deal, especially for emergency situations. And last but not least, after the case, I have kind of a package of all of my different bandages and whatnot. The only exception to that is I do also carry 4 or 5 storm matches in here just in case. That serves as kind of a last defense. I've gotten pretty good with my flint, my fire steel. Not really flint, I suppose. So I do carry those 3 things to make fire. As far as everything else goes, I'm not a big fan of ticks. I cut a tick key down. This weighs virtually nothing. We've got 3 dogs, so it helps with taking ticks off dogs and getting them off you as well. It's a great little tool. Not necessary, but not very heavy either. So I carry 2 antibiotic ointments. I carry 2 packages of basically Benadryl. 6 aqua tabs, just in case. Water is super important, as everybody knows, so can't neglect that. And then I carry just kind of your basics. Knuckle bandages, 5 Bandaids. I do carry Tagaderm. I always carry one with me. I really like it, especially if you get a decent sized cut. Put this over it, you can view it the whole time, helps for burns, and they also don't weigh anything. 1 3x3 gauze kit or package, and then steri strips just in case you have a big wound that you need to close. So overall, that's it. So, and I almost forgot one really important thing for me. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I have a fair amount of medicine that I have to keep on the trail. So this is a little bit bulky for a pill carrier, but I carry up to 4 or 5 days worth of my diabetic meds in here. In addition to that, I also include a couple Benadryl and then some Motrin. Motrin helps me especially with headaches from altitude. Being from Nebraska, we don't exactly have a lot of altitude here, so I always bring that with me, and it also helps with the aches and pains. So that's the last bit. that I do carry in my kit. So thanks for taking a look. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe below. I'll also have a list of all of the items that I have in my kit with the weights and where you can purchase them. This kit has served us really well as we're pretty prone to blisters, so we have a specific blister kit and a system that's worked out really well for us. You can always follow along, buy the stuff that we have in the links, or tailor it to make it suitable for whatever you're doing. Thanks for watching, and come back for more content.